When you really start to learn algebra, this typically starts in courses like pre-algebra. So if you are taking pre-algebra, effectively you are doing basic algebra. Okay, now one of the most important skills that you need to master at the pre-algebra level is something called evaluating expressions or evaluating variable or algebraic expressions. Okay, so this is what we have right here. We have 3 times 2x plus 4 in parentheses minus 5x. So in algebra, this is called a variable or algebraic expression. And what we want to do here is evaluate it for x is equal to negative 3. And effectively, all that means is that we're going to replace the x's in this expression with negative 3 and then do all this arithmetic and get our answer. Now, this sounds pretty simple, but I can tell you as a math teacher that has been teaching for decades, this is where a lot of students make errors. So you got to be very careful here. All right, now, if you think you could do this problem, go ahead and put your answer into the comment section and try not to use a calculator, because I'm going to walk through this step by step and really highlight some critical things that you need to know when it comes to evaluating. And again, this is a very, very important skill that you have to get down if you want to be successful in algebra. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this right now. Okay, so here is our problem. Again, we want to evaluate this expression, this algebraic or variable expression for this value x is equal to negative 3. So you can see here we have this variable x in this expression. Now this is not an equation, it's called an expression in algebra. Now what I can do here is erase this equal sign because we're not setting this variable expression equal to a value like say 7. All right, so if we had this situation, this would be called an equation. But really what we have is this, and we're trying to determine the value of all of this when x is equal to negative 3. So this is called evaluating in algebra. And effectively what we're going to do is replace these x's right here for this value and then simplify the remaining numeric expression. So when we have this numeric expression that we're going to have here in a second, when we replace x with negative 3, well then we need to be able to use our order of operations and positive and negative number skills in order to simplify the problem. So you definitely want to put away your calculator. But let's take a look at the critical thing that we need to do to get this problem going. So the first thing that we want to do is to plug in this value, x is equal to negative 3. We're going to replace these variables or plug in this value into this variable x here, the value negative 3. But the key here is that when you are evaluating, when you are replacing a variable with a specific numeric value, you want to use parentheses, right? This is critical. All right, so the first step that we should take is the following. We're going to replace these x's with negative 3, but we're going to put that negative 3 in parentheses. So we're going to write this right here. So we're going to have 3 times, or parentheses, 2 times this negative 3, in parentheses, plus 4, parentheses, minus 5 times this negative 3 in parentheses. Okay, so if you understand this, well then right here is essentially a numeric arithmetic problem. So to get this right without a calculator, you're going to have to understand positive and negative numbers and the order of operations. First thing that we need to do here to simplify this numeric expression is to think about the order of operations. And that means we need to look for any parentheses in the problem. Okay, so we have parentheses right here, and of course the negative 3 is in parentheses as well. But effectively what we need to do is to go to these parentheses and simplify this numeric expression in the parentheses first in order to kind of take this problem to the next step. Now, why are we doing this? Well, let me go ahead and just quickly tell you. We're talking about this little acronym right here called PEMDAS, all right? So you need to understand PEMDAS, and this is a checklist that we take from left to right. So the first thing that we're going to do is to see if our problem has any parentheses. And if it does, we're going to start there. And the key here is to understand that this parentheses is really grouping symbols. Now, if you happen to have parentheses inside of other brackets or other parentheses, the way this works is you start with the innermost parentheses and work your way out. So in this situation right here, we have -3 in parentheses, but there's nothing to do. So that means we're going to have to focus right here. Now, not every problem is going to have parentheses, so you can kind of skip that step if you don't have that. But let's just quickly go through the rest of PEMDAS just to make sure you understand. All right, so again, you're going to start with any parentheses. E stands for exponents, but you can think of this as powers. So when you have a power like 2 to the third power, this little 3 right there is called an exponent. So if you have any powers, you're going to do that next. Now the next thing is M and D. This stands for multiplication and division. A and S stands for addition and subtraction. But the next thing that we're going to do is to see if we have any multiplication and division. And if we do, we're going to do any multiplication and division from left to right. So in other words, we're not just going to do multiplication and then division, because if we have division and then multiplication from left to right, this is the order we're going to do it. But if we had multiplication then division like this, from left to right, we would do the multiplication first. And then once we're done with that, we'll finish up with any addition and subtraction from left to right. Okay, so that is the order of operations. And of course, we also need to know how to deal with positive and negative numbers. But let's go ahead and simplify this problem. So obviously, we need to start with these parentheses right here. So we're going to focus in, and we have multiplication and addition. All right, so when you have a number outside of another number like this means multiplication. So 2 times -3 is what? Well, positive times a negative is a negative. So 2 times -3 is a -6. And of course, we have to add that to 4. So -6 plus 4 is -2. All right, now if you don't understand any of this stuff, I review all of this in my pre-algebra course. All right, so but these are things that you definitely need to understand at the pre-algebra level. But hopefully this makes sense. All right, so we kind of finished up the parentheses part of this problem. And at this stage, what do we have? Well, this right here is multiplication. So we have 3 times -2, and we also have this 5 times this -3. But this part right here, this subtraction sign, often confuses a lot of students. So I'm going to show you how to address that right now. Okay, so now we're down to multiplication. All right, so this is multiplication here, this is multiplication here, and this is subtraction. So we have to handle multiplication before we do any subtraction or addition. And an easy way to think of this problem is to change this subtraction sign into an addition sign. So when you have something like 6 minus 7, you could think of this as 6 plus a -7. This is often a good technique not to get confused with a difference operation or a subtraction operator. Okay, so this is just a good little tip here. But if you are confused in terms of the sign of this number, just turn it into addition. And now we clearly have -5 times -3 and 3 times -2. Okay, so once again, a positive times a negative is a negative, so 3 times -2 is -6. A negative times a negative is a positive, so -5 times -3 is a positive 15. And then lastly, we simply have to add these numbers. -6 plus a positive 15 is a positive 9. Okay, so hopefully this makes sense. And if you like my explanation here, well, then you will love my pre-algebra course, because no one learns math by quick little fast tutorials and like one little short lesson and then a bunch of problems that you have to do with no full explanation. So in my program, I give a thorough lesson step by step, and then I cover a lot of problems with full video step-by-step solutions, right? That is the way to learn mathematics. And if you're interested in my program, check out the link in the description of this video. You'll see other courses there. So I cover pre-algebra, algebra 1, geometry, algebra 2, and pre-calculus. Are you struggling in math because of confusing lessons? Maybe the teacher's not showing you all the steps you need, or things are happening too fast. Well, there is a better way. So come on over to my math help program at tcmathacademy.com. There you'll find clear step-by-step instruction by me that will definitely make a huge difference in your math success. So make sure to check out all my courses by following the links in the description.